The Ateneo crowd dito sa Araneta Coliseum treated to an almost perfect display of basketball in the last 20 minutes by the Blue Eagles.
Incredible. I'm running out of adjectives to describe what's going on great for Ateneo and what has gone horrible for FEU. But to boil it down, in the second half, it's going to be a mental game for both squads. Ateneo, mental because they should not be overconfident. For FEU, they got to forget everything that happened in the first 20 minutes and start from scratch.
Here's our close-up couple of the game. The closer, the better. Enzo and Crystal, if I'm not mistaken, from Ateneo. Beautiful-looking couple enjoying game one of this best-of-3 between Ateneo and FEU. I'm
looking at FEU right now, Eric. They're sitting on their bench. They were huddled together as players without a single member of the coaching staff on the floor. Now, when sila lumabas, Coach Glenn is still in the dugout with the rest of his assistant coaches trying to map things out, I guess. But looks like they're challenging the players to pull themselves out of this hole that they themselves dug into.
Hard-working pep squad of FEU. Hanes, Cool School Cheer. Hanes, America's leading underwear brand.
This, Eric, is the lowest halftime output we have seen in a championship series in the UAAP since 2003. The closest to this was in 2008 in an Ateneo LaSalle finals, wherein LaSalle was held down to 26 points, but the final score was 62 to 51. So even an uglier second half performance then by LaSalle. They only scored 25 points in the second half.
The pep talk pre-game by Johnny Barrientos has not, well, it seems to me, hindi na-inspired to FEU. And let's see here in the second half, kung yung pep talk ni Coach Glenn capacity mismo kailangan nila para bumangon.
Whatever kind of talk it was, loud, quiet, what have you, something's got to give for FEU. Something's got to work for them.
KFC Snack Box Hardcore fan of the game. Watch out for the winning school to get 3 days of free KFC chicken meals. Salva draws first blood here in the third quarter.
If you look at the starting five of the Tamaraws here in the second half, we're seeing Mendoza. I know everybody has said from FEU he's a talented rookie, but not getting a lot of playing time. First few minutes of the ball game here for him, as Coach Glenn is trying to dig deep in his back pocket right now, but an air ball there for Mendoza for his first shot.
And again, leaking outside, Buenafe saves it for Montfort.
Di ba naman yung swerte na saving the ball from out of bounds na pupunta pa rin sa Eagles?
Let's see what happened in the huddle of the Blue Eagles as we listen to Jessica Mendoza.
Eric, defense is still the name of the game for Coach Norman Black. He told the boys to take the next 2 quarters as a challenge and do well on their individual team. He reminded the boys to keep their hands up and to be aggressive in boxing out. The most important thing for Coach Norman, though, is for the Blue Eagles to keep the pace they've set. We can't slow down, he told them, reminding them of previous games where they've let the lead go because of complacency. I keep telling everyone we haven't played our best basketball yet, he said. Now let's go out there and play our best. Eric and TJ.
Thanks, Jessica. Wow. Samson Courtside update. Turn on tomorrow. If that's not their best, I know. I'm scared for FEU.
I know, if you're FEU, matakot ka na. Kung sinasabi ni Coach Norman Black mismo, hindi pa yan yung the best na magagawa nila. And maybe a little bit more. Maybe a little bit more. But defensively, they're doing all that they can. Offensively, maybe they can execute a little bit better and get some other guys some better shot attempts. So look at that. Lucky bounce, lucky rolls, going the way of the Eagles. Still in full command of this ball game by 25 points.
Let's go to step C and find out what happens sa huddle ng Tamaraws.
Well, for the second half, the Tamaraws will try to dictate the game's tempo because they're aware that the Blue Eagles will continue to play aggressively. Like you mentioned a while ago, Eric, everything that could go wrong for the Tamaraws went wrong during those first 2 quarters. So now the team plans to get back in the game by concentrating, playing honest defense, and stepping up. FEU's assistant coach Lord said, "Dan-dan lang, huwag kayo magkanya-kanya. We have to communicate and play together." In the locker rooms, Coach Glenn was obviously disappointed. He said to the guys, "Ang problema sa atin, puro daldal. Pagdating sa court, wala tayong ginagawa kundi tumira ng tumira." For the rest of this game, he wants the team to stop Ateneo's fast break, to play together, and to stay within the system. He wants the Tamaraws to execute because the game plan will not work if they don't do it properly. Eric and TJ.
Thanks for that Samson Courtside update. Turn on tomorrow, Steph. You just saw our PS Bank Masa and assist. Sobrang bilis na may prime rebate pa. PS Bank home loan. And that 3-pointer brought to you by Mentos Rainbow because it's better to know what's coming next.
Well, transition defense alone is a big challenge for the Tamaraws. They allowed 13 fast break points by Ateneo in the first half alone. That's a stat we normally see for a game. For a game, Eric, and we saw it in 20 minutes for the Blue Eagles.
Down on the floor and in absolute pain is Emma Montfort. Seems to have been hit in the midsection.
Ryan Buenafe trying to explain to the refs that he must have gotten a punch, or he's arguing that he saw the punch. Let's take a look at one court here.
And our Samson is the replay. Samson turn out tomorrow.
Heavy elbow there by Mendoza, the rookie, number 12.
And the reaction by the Ateneo crowd, of course, in support of Eman Monfort.
And it was kind of a bit uncalled for. Normally you see that kind of contact when both players are bracing for contact because they're going to hit each other when one is setting the screen and one is a defender running around it. But in that instance, the guy was just walking into his position. Uncalled for there, but not caught by the refs.
Miss by Salva, his first here in the third quarter. 8 points for Nico Salva, 4 in the first half, and 4 here in the third quarter. Garcia against Monfort. Finds Cruz underneath. Cruz off the glass and in.
Beautiful pass by Garcia. Very patient in the post. He knew he had the advantage against Monfort. Posting him up. The help defense was coming for Ateneo, and he found the opening on the other side.
Biggest lead was 26 points here in the third quarter. It's now down to 21. And now, going down this time is Cruz after he bumped into Eman Monfort. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth.
Look at this beautiful pass first from R.R. Garcia. A nice fake and a power dribble there by the rookie Cruz to get that basket.
Unilab quality moment of the game, trusted quality healthcare. Cruz is still on the floor.
Well, we'll see if we can catch that on our replay, if we get a good angle on what kind of contact caused this for Cruz to go down to the court. Vincent Payne.
Training staff now already on the floor.
There's Cruz. Cruz is number 4.
And there it is. Bagaan with his Monfort.
Was it the shoulder or was it the left arm after the contact?
It's tough to say.
Even if it's a mild hit, if it hits the weakest spot, what did they call it? The bread basket?
Somebody's sternum.
That's very sensitive. Yeah, exactly. That's very sensitive.
You get winded up.
Yes, you can.
That was seen on our Samsung instant replay. Samsung turn on tomorrow. The FU crowd, of course, reacting in support of Cruz. Ateneo firing blanks from the outside here in the third quarter.
R.R. wants the ball. He was waving it down already, telling his teammates to be aggressive offensively.
Garcia again on the post against Monfort. Off the glass. The tip-in attempt by Bringas. No good. Monfort chasing down the lead pass. Eram powers his way inside. Picks up a Tamarao foul.
You see, that's what gets you. If you run the ball quickly, even though you don't get the score, sometimes you might get the secondary break. It might open up for you as Monfort had to chase the ball down. Eram was one of the guys on the secondary break. As a trailer, found himself wide open in the paint, picks up the foul, goes to the free throw line.
Samsung instant replay. Samsung turn on tomorrow. Eram 4 points scored in the first quarter. Has yet to put up numbers. Romeo has only 2 points in the game, and this kid averages 8.3 points a game.
And coming off the last time they played Ateneo, he was the hero of the ball game. 15 points and 10 rebounds, although 11 of those points came in the fourth quarter.
Garcia on the backcourt along with Cruz, Bringas, and Ramos in the front line for the Tamaraos. FU looking for their first championship since 2005. Mendoza with a traveling violation.
Travel on the rookie here. And Ryan Buenafe trying to play to his head right now, applauding the mistake of Mendoza.
Timeout brought to you by Samsung. Turn on tomorrow.